I have a Viking range model #XXXXX self-clean will not come on in both ovens. Red light is on self-clean knob, no light on temp knob turned all the way to the stop poitin.
Hello customer, and thanks for choosing the JustAnswer.com appliance category. Are you trying to self-clean both ovens at the same time?
I started with the larger oven, then tried the small oven, then I did try both at the same time. Did not work single or both together.
Only self-clean one at a time. Did you already turn off the oven circuit breaker for 20 minutes to reset the controller? Do the regular bake and broil functions work? ROMR 200941228.13019432287.
I will try that and get back to you with what happened. I hope it works.
Okay.
Still not working. I noticed on the small oven no red light came on when in self-clean mode, but the red light came on in the large oven. I waited a minute to see if the door locks would engage on both doors one at a time, but they did not. I pushed in on the doors and held them for a minute to see if that would do it, but it did nothing.
Do the regular bake and broil functions work?
I just checked again, all other functions work fine. Relist, incomplete answer. Viking range still not working.
Hi, I'm a moderator for this topic and I wonder whether you're still waiting for an answer. If you are, please let me know and I will do my best to find another professional to assist you right away. If not, feel free to let me know and I will cancel this question for you. Thank you.
I still need an answer. Range will not self-clean.
Thank you for your continued patience. We will continue the search for a professional for you.
Hello, my name is XXXXXXXXXX. I am an authorized Viking service tech and I can help you today if you still need it. This is actually a common problem with these model machines. We will have to run some checks first to determine what the cause of the failure is. And to do so we will need for you to have an AC voltmeter with continuity check as well. So if you have that, we can get started. If not, I can still show you some things to check for. But to know for sure what is wrong, we will need to check with a meter. Okay, first off, when running a self-cleaning cycle, here is what's supposed to happen. First, when turning the selector knob to self-clean, the light will come on. Then when turning the temperature knob to self-clean, the bake light will only come on after the door locks and the self-clean cooling fan comes on. So if you are only getting the clean function light that is coming on but not the bake light, then we need to check if the door is locking. If the door is not locking, which I believe you said it wasn't, then we need to check the power to the door lock assembly just above the door. The door lock mechanism is in the grill of the oven, just above the door, and there will be a few screws that will need to be removed to access it. But again, we will need to have an AC meter to check the switches. If the switches are not receiving power, then the self-clean timing board is not working, which means that it is not sending power to the lock mechanism to lock the door. And obviously if the door can't lock, then the self-clean cycle will not start. It is a safety feature built into the oven. If the lock is receiving power from the self-cleaning timing board and yet the lock is still not locking the door, then you need a new door lock assembly. I must say that I have worked on countless Viking oven ranges before, and many with this exact problem. And it is usually the self-clean timing that is the cause for the no self-clean. It is a common problem. But please don't just take my word for it. You will need to run some checks. And if you don't have the ammeter, you can't do those checks. So if everything else works, like the bacon broil, and is working fine, then it is most likely the self-clean timing board. Run those checks and get back to me here and I will help you more. And even get you part numbers so you can order the parts if needed and show you how to make the repair yourself. And that will save you a lot of money. Or if you are not comfortable making the repair, you can still order the parts needed to save money there on parts, then have an authorized service company come in to install the parts. This way you will save some money. If you feel that I have helped to answer your questions, please remember to rate my performance below with OK service or better rating. This way I can get credit from the website for helping you. But if you feel that I haven't answered your questions, please downrate my performance negatively. Just hit the reply button and come back to me here and I will help you more until you are completely satisfied. And should you have more questions after positively rating my performance, please come back here for any follow-up questions that you may have and I will help you more for no additional charge. Thanks again.
John, thanks for the reply. Sounds like a plan, but because of Thanksgiving Day, the wife does not want me to touch her stove until she makes her Thanksgiving dinner. I will get back to you after then to fix my problem. Being that both doors do not lock, I will agree with you that it is the self-cleaning timing board. I'm an auto mechanic and have no problem testing or replacing any part of the range, as per your instructions. Could you give me the part #XXXXX the timer, where to buy it and price? If it is not over expensive, I might just go ahead and get it, being that you think it is a common problem. Also, where is it located, and what's the best way to replace it? Thanks.
It is greatly appreciated. I certainly understand your wife not wanting the machine to be messed with now. Especially before Turkey Day. That is not a problem. Just get back to me here when you are ready to work on this again. And since you have positively rated my performance, you will have up to 30 days to come back to me here and ask any follow-up questions that you need to for no additional charge. And in this case, after Thanksgiving, or whenever you are ready, please just come back here and we can go over a few more things if you would like. The self-clean timing board is part number PE070148 and should cost about $165. It can be ordered directly through Viking or at www.vikingparts.com or www.searspartsdirect.com. Or at your local appliance parts store. As long as they stock Viking parts. Please realize that if going through either Viking or Sears, they will most likely charge you more for the part. Parts of the authorized Viking technical service website are down right now for improvements, and I am not able to look up the diagrams of your model machine. So I will not be able to tell you where the self-clean timing board is located in your machine. But as soon as the website is back up and running, I will get back to you here and tell you exactly where it is and how to get to it. I can tell you from experience on working on these machines, the self-clean boards are usually located either in the back of the machine or under the surface burners. In either place they are usually pretty easy to get to, but will require some disassembly of the machine. And again, I can tell you exactly what to do when I see the exploded view diagrams of the machine. If you have any other questions or concerns, please get back to me here and I will help you more for no additional charge. Thanks again.
Thanks for the reply. I will get back to you soon as I can to take care of this. Can the board be repaired? If you know where I can send it, please advise.
I allow of a couple of places that will repair the boards when they are no longer made. And I don't see why they would repair it now while it is still in stock. But the problem is, they usually charge a whole lot to repair the board. And most times the customers will gladly pay it because they have no other option because their control boards have been discontinued or made no longer available. They have no other option but to pay the hefty charge. And they basically charge about $20 less than what the board costs brand new. So it doesn't make much sense to have it repaired. I would just order the new board and get back to me here when you are ready to install it. And I will help you more. Thanks again.
I ordered the part from Parts Express for $89 plus tax and shipping, total of $112.03. Did you ever do business with this company? They said it was coming from Viking. I can't figure out why everyone else wants double.
I have never heard or done any business with them before. And to be honest with you, if the part is over 50% cheaper, I would question the fact that you are getting a brand new board. Just make sure you ask them it is a factory original unused board. And make sure it can be returned. And if they tell you either they will not accept returns or it is not a new factory original board, I would not get it. It will not be worth it for you to get it just because it is cheaper. Especially if it is a bad board. Then you will be out the $100 or so, then have to spend the other $170 or so to get it from Viking Parts or Sears. The choice is ultimately up to you, and I cannot make you do anything. But my advice is to ask the questions, and if you don't like the answers, get it elsewhere. Please get back to me if you need more help ordering or installing the parts. Thanks again.
Hi John, I just got my Viking board today. It is genuine Viking. Very happy to save around $100. What I need is a diagram to show where it goes and what to take apart to replace it. Thank you and have a Merry Christmas.
The diagrams will not help you much. They are so unclear and unreadable. And for someone who has never worked on these machines before, it would just confuse you more. So what I will do is walk you through the repair steps by step. More or less guiding you through the repair, and please feel free to stop me at any time if you have any questions. First, we need to find out where the boards are in your machine. They could be in a few spots. First, power off the machine either by flipping off the circuit breaker or by unplugging the machine. Then remove the knobs off the front control. Then remove the 4 screws, 2 on either side of the front control, then remove the front panel. Again, the panel that has the knobs on it. If the panel doesn't come off easily or at all, then you have a model with extra screws on the valves and thermostats. And you will see several screws by the stems of the valves coming through the front control panel. Remove those screws and you should be able to remove the front control panel. With the panel removed, take a look and see if the boards are behind it. They will be very noticeable. If not there, then remove the lower kick plate panel under the doors in the front of the machine. In a select few models the boards are there. And I am only telling you to try that next because it is easier to get to. There will be 2 screws, 1 on either side of the kick plate recessed into the side of the panel. Remove those and pull down the kick plate panel and look under the unit. You will see the boards there if they are there. If not, we will have to pull the unit out and access the back panel. Remove all the screws on the back panel and pull the panel off. If the boards were not in the first two spots, then they will be on the back. Once you find the boards, please first either take a picture or write down how the wires are connected for the future when you have to swap the wires. Then just replace the board and put the machine back together and test it out. Please get back to me if you have any other questions or concerns. Let me know how you do.
Hi John, well I'm not a happy camper. After taking off front plate, no board, then bottom kick plate no board. Took off rear panel, found the board. Exact as the new one I ordered. But I did not understand that there are two boards. Not just one. Can't see two boards going bad, can you? Which one should I replace? Or is it both? I now need to troubleshoot to find problem before I replace the board for nothing. Will one oven clean without the other one working if I replace only one board? Need your help. What's next? Also, what's the trick to get the oven doors off? Small one came off, can't get the big one off.
Sorry for the delayed response. I was on vacation for the weekend without any internet coverage. It is just one board that controls the self-clean. The other board is the main board, which will not need to be replaced. You mentioned first on your description that the rest of the unit was working, correct? If everything else is in normal working condition, all you need is the self-clean board. Just replace it and try it out. Please get back to me here if you have any other questions and I will help you more.
Hi John, which board is the self-cleaning board? Looking at the range from the rear, there is a board on the bottom right side and another board just left of center. With 15 wires to move, I only want to do this one time. Please advise which board to replace. Both have same part number. Can you send a diagram to show what's what? Thanks. Couldn't wait any longer for your answer, so I changed the board that was on the large oven side. Still no self-clean on either oven. Did notice that the red clean light for the small oven did not come on when I tried to clean that oven, same as it was before. The red light came on the large oven. Ready to call out a Viking repairman unless you can help.
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert, now visit justanswer.com/ythi.